Bucky Miller. This is Slow Season at grayDUCK Gallery in Austin. Welcome. Thanks for watching this video about this exhibit. It is an exhibit of mostly photographs, some exceptions. The pictures are, I've called them a secret diary of 2020. I was very hesitant to make pandemic work because it just felt uncomfortable and weird, and didn't want to think about it too much in that way. But at the same time, I was definitely making work within the parameters that were put forth by incredibly new and unusual circumstances, and it's a lot of getting used to an environment in a lot of ways that is visible in the work as I was relearning how to photograph a place that I didn't really know what to do with for the most part. There's a rhythm to this show. I have played around in the past with a lot of different ideas around how to best sequence photographs. There was a time when I thought that the sequence was the most important part of an exhibit or a book of photographs, and that no picture could really do as much on its own as it could in a group. But then I realized how exciting one picture could be. And so I've tried to find a sweet spot between the two where there is some rhythm and there is some sequence consideration, but each picture really is doing its own thing. And that's me reacting to myself. That's me kind of rebalancing from earlier ideas and trying to do something that's a little smoother, maybe, and asking less from the viewer other than just to kind of dig in and enjoy. You know, I have a really deep love for photography, and I've studied it too much, probably, which is why the most direct references to other photography in this show are sort of subtle, mixed up jabs at really sort of canonical photo history moments. There's a William Eggleston joke in the show. There were two, and I had to cut one for space. And the one that's left it's a William Eggleston joke, but it's also a Elliot Erwitt joke. It's a photo of a picket fence and some dogs, and it says anxiety. It's a pretty straightforward picture, really, but it does something important for me in terms of the exhibit. I sometimes think of the photographs as little still movies in their own way. I said still films, and I've never really known what I mean by that, other than that it's the energy that I'm trying to put into the pictures when I'm making them and when I'm thinking about them in concert with the others. It's like, it could be seen that like the pictures as a group are one sort of non-narrative motion picture, but in stills, or that each picture contains its own little story and could be like a slice from a longer narrative, and we're just kind of able to get this one glimpse of it and this little peek into what that could possibly be. And I like that the pictures really, in some sort of imaginary sense, could extend hours in either direction. There could be all of these other things living right outside of them. What happens before and after all of these things is a really interesting and kind of exciting thing for me to sit with because I don't know. There is a lot of room for questions. And there's a lot that's excluded, and there's a lot that's happening on the other side of the camera or out of the frame or a second before or after or however, that a lot of times make the picture.